Making the series presents Making the Film. The ever-popular laboratory where the making of the film takes place. That's right, there are no sound stages in the filmmaking process, only chemicals and science. First, we will need to go over the tools needed to construct our masterpiece. The first thing you will need is a script. It is the base ingredient in the filmmaking process. Think of it as the crust in an apple pie. Don't eat it. Any old script will do, because as you will learn, it is the process of making the film that is important. Next, you will need the person that will be taking these ingredients and making them into the film, or most commonly known as the filmmaker. He is the one responsible for seeing that the film undergoes all of its required stages that it needs to become a blockbuster hit. Let's see what his name is. Oliver? That isn't a very fitting name for a filmmaker, so we will change it to Lucas.
Cheer up, Lucas. You can start your life with your new name by waving to the folks at home.
Smile. Yes, he is now our puppet. Now moving on to the next crucial element, the actor. It is fairly easy to find an actor. Just look in your nearest garbage canister. There are numerous reasons why an actor is in the trash can. The most likely reason he will say is that he is researching the role of a carrot stuck on the bottom of a milk jug. Don't pay any mind to his lies. Simply reach for the syringe in your pocket and collect a blood sample from the man. That is all you need from the actor. A simple blood sample will suffice. You may dispose of the rest. Now it is time to mix both the script and the blood of the actor together. To accomplish this, put the script and the syringe close together with a beaker in between. Then you will need to obtain a CD with the vocal talents of Barry White to set the mood for these two filmmaking elements to come together. I find that a lit incense candle works nicely as well.
But I don't know about that.
This process does not take long, as the power of Barry White's voice and the scent of the candle speed up what could be a 3-hour process into a 20-second procedure.
It doesn't seem to me like it's enough. It's just not.
And just like that, you have the key element to continue on your journey to make the next big movie.
Next, we will learn how to take this chemical substance and turn it into a fertilizer so that the film may grow, both figuratively and literally. First, we will need to find a way to take all of the things that make the film unorthodox and weed them out. We call them impurities. Nothing kills the box office sales more than a movie that does not adhere to the standards of what the movie should be or how it should end. In order to eliminate these potential threats, the movie must undergo a process that leaves only the basics. Find a dog that has yet to be fed that day and pour the solution from the beaker into his dog food. Now we must wait for the dog to eat the food so that we can retrieve our finished product. Now it is time to retrieve the remains of our film. This is the all-important moment where every filmmaker realizes that his movie is just another piece of crap. Nonetheless, he must find it within himself to press on with the process and pick up the project from the ground.
Pick up the dog crap. Pick it up!
Now we take the fertilizer and put it to use by putting it into a film plant. You will also need some film seeds to combine with the fertilizer to make the plant grow. It is imperative that when you are watering the plant, you use only Evian water to do so. Only put half a bottle's worth in per day and empty out 10 more into the sink. The more expensive the water you waste, the better the film will be. I personally waste a carton of Evian water every day, but that's only because I demand perfection. The most important aspect in the filmmaking process is lighting. Too much lighting can destroy your film, just as too little will end in disaster as well. So it is imperative that you get just the right amount of lighting. More specifically, 4 to 5 hours of sunlight a day. The next step is the hardest for the filmmaker, as he must wait without the television or the video games for the entirety of the planned process. While this may seem like an easy task, this forces the filmmaker to take part in one of the pastimes he himself has sought to destroy: reading. The filmmaker loses his sanity little by little, as he is perplexed as to why the poetry simply doesn't explain what it means, instead of using figurative language to convey its messages. The filmmaker begins to go through withdrawals of not watching movies, and begins to have delusions of cliff notes on the poetry he reads. And just like that, the film plant has grown to its full potential, and not a moment too soon, as it appears Lucas has eaten 2 entire tubes of toothpaste. Now all that remains is the final step of converting this flower plant into the movie. As long as you have access to a conventional oven, this last step is perhaps the easiest of them all. And now all that is left is for us to put the plant inside of the microwave and wait for it to be done. Finally, the moment we have been waiting for, the fruit of our labor. It is time to see the product of our trials. Ah, that's too bad. It is time that the filmmaker realizes that all the good ideas in Hollywood are taken, and that any attempt to make a film will just result in a rehash of another movie's ideas. It also might have helped if he had actually looked at the title of the script before beginning the process. Not to worry, if Hollywood can do it, so can you. Simply rename the movie and you have yourself a new title that can be marketed to the public. And there you have it, the process of making a movie broken down into easy to follow steps. We here at Making This Series wish you all the luck in your future film endeavors. And remember to check out our other films in the series. Making the Baby. And the newly popular Unmaking the Baby.